the other one just follows in suit where, again, it illustrates it opposed NYPA's continual this next one is opposing NYPA's continual voluntary payments to New York State. As I mentioned, it's $65 million per year for the next 5 years. You know, even if they were to give us $10 million a year, whatever, it's still a lot more than the. Just to give you an example too, we had 2 vice presidents from the Power Authority here that did a presentation for us, a PowerPoint presentation, and they talked about how they were helping the area, and they are. They sink money into the area where you know, fish and wildlife and game and that sort of thing. They contribute to a lot of nonprofit entities that do things. So it's not that they don't do anything; they do. But they came to a slide that showed a number of programs they had invested in the last, I think, 10 years, whatever, and it came to the tune of $63 million. Habitats for wildlife, the upkeep of islands that are posted so we can't get on them, which they own, a number of other things. Then again, they came to now they said, now we're going to show you what we're doing for the host communities, and a big $2.7 million. I couldn't believe it. I said, I'm coming back as a squirrel in my second life because you'll probably be building condominiums for them. That's how absurd the disparity, again, 63 million versus 2.7 million. We have gone from up here on the food chain to down here. Therefore, this resolution is to oppose the voluntary spending that they're doing down in from Westchester County to the state. Do I hear a motion?
Make the motion.
Second. Ms. Wilson?
I'll vote aye.
Mr. Hoffel?
Abstain.
I vote aye. Mr. Shakes?
Aye.
Aye. Mr. Garland? Motion passes. Thank you. Thank you very much on that. And I hope it passes through the assembly. Okay. Clothing under 5, oh, excuse me, under B, C. Cost, you're up for the establishment of spring cleanup dates.
Okay. As we do every year, we're gonna be establishing spring cleanup for the constituents here in the village of Massena. This year, we've outlined April 15th through the 19th will be collection north of the Grass River. April 22nd through the 26th will be collection on the south side of the river. Same format, you know, people bring their refuse out or their debris out the weekend before, put it at the curbside. The village will only traverse the street once. We will not accept any type of construction debris at all. No sheetrock, no floor tiles, no construction debris, no porcelain sinks or toilets, nothing like that. In addition, we want to stress that we will not be collecting any television sets or computer monitors or any items that have been cannibalized. These items cannot be taken to the transfer station. These items can be taken to the transfer station by the general public at will, as long as they're not broke, at no cost to the homeowner. Keep them intact, bring them over there, and they'll take them at no cost. The reason is that there's a state law, but once the TVs are placed at curbside, other people come in, they smash the backside of it, they retrieve the metal components, they expose a lot of the hazardous materials in the back, lead and whatnot. New York State dictates, the law dictates that the TVs which have been compromised cannot be placed into e-waste, nor will they be accepted for refuse because you have that metal that's exposed on the backside, the hazardous. So anyway, we request that they do not put out materials any earlier than the weekend before their pickup. Do not use dark bags. Separate, try to separate the best you can. Put metal in one pile, tires in another pile, debris in another pile. That way it's more efficient for us and we can go through and collect quickly. Want to remind the people that They should remove all doors on refrigerators. And then we would request that the people would remove their debris, the remaining debris by the next working day, after their collection has ceased. That's pretty much it for the cleanup. I do have additional reminders. One is that brush, there's no additional dumping of brush at the DPW. We're gonna close that off. However, what we wanna do is we want to encourage people to put brush at their curbside, and we will come around on a weekly basis and pick up that brush or collect the brush, chip it in place, and get rid of it at that point.
Will you be collecting brush on these days as well?
We will collect brush after these days,
After, okay.
preferably, because there's gonna be so much
Right.
volume, so much
Right.
debris at the curbside. And then also, I wanna remind everybody that St. Lawrence County hosts a residential household hazardous waste day. They have 2 of them this year. The one's gonna be hosted in the Massena area at the at the old DPW. That's gonna be Saturday, September 14th, from 9 AM to 1 PM. At that place, they're gonna accept, your household batteries and pesticides, that type of stuff, fluorescent bulbs, which, by the way, fluorescent bulbs are illegal to put in the refuse, in the garbage during the course of the week, for anybody to carry. You can, however, some places such as Lowe's or Home Depot, or maybe even True Value, have a redemption center, you can bring it there. If you don't, if they don't accept it, then you're gonna have to wait until one of the hazardous waste days that they have here in the county.
Okay. Any questions for us?
Make a motion to accept the days as Haas has laid out, the week of April 15th on north of the Grass River Road, the week of April 22nd south of the Grass River.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Just one question. Last year, we had problems with the toilets. We went around and collected the toilets under your direct supervision, go to hospital, pick them up. I had one. Why aren't we doing that anymore? What's wrong with that, picking up the toilets no more
It's
good?
construction debris. That's
What?
what it's
Construction,
considered
it's a
construction.
destruction
Well, it
debris.
might be destruction, but so is it sheet rock. Where do you stop,
Yeah, right, I'm asking you.
right? No, I'm asking you, where do we stop? When I first got here, somebody tore down the whole garage and put it out at the curbside for us to pick up. And it's been abused. And so therefore, we had to make provisions that this system's not gonna get abused, because if it does, then we're gonna get rid of the system. It's just gonna be too costly to do it.
Okay. We'll wait and see and take a look.
I'll tell you what, in support of him though, we went out riding around one day and we counted 10 of the old monitors, of computer monitors in the guy's front yard. We went around the back because the street, he had joined the street in the backyard, there were 22 more monitors that they were cannibalizing.
That's right.
For the, so the guy had over 30-something monitors that he went and picked up during the night, cannibalized them, and wanted us to pick them up. Whoa, that didn't go over. Needless to say, we didn't pick them up. You know, it's, like he said, we can't abuse it. It's a one-time shot to get your debris picked up, and, you know, and again, I encourage other people from outside the village, chief, have your guys looking at night, that, anybody that brings it in from Potsdam, they're gonna
Or
take 2
anywhere.
truckloads back to Potsdam, so. All right, Judge? Anyway, anything else, anyone? Or where are we? Okay, so, we have a motion?
It's already been voted on.
It is? Okay, good. All right, I'll lose track. Okay, closing under